All right. So my name is Dee Corchin. It's Thursday. It's May 19th, and it's the official first launch of our Client Coach Connection Call. And we are super, super excited about this. My name is Dee Corchin. I'm just one of the many health coaches that's a part of this group. And I want to thank all the coaches that got on the call tonight. I want to thank each one of you as clients that took time. I know that there's a million and one other things that you would want to be doing or could possibly be doing, but the fact that you took time out of your schedule for this shows a lot. It shows a lot about the commitment to your health. And we're going to be talking about that in more detail. And we are going to make these very topic driven and very practical for you. That's our goal. Through our Eat, Live, and Be Healthy page, our goal is really to help build our optimal health community. And we're going to talk in a minute about why that is so important. And if you have specific questions this week or next week or next time we do this, we're going to have different coaches, different clients speaking with us. We're just going to ask you as we're getting started with these, just to bring your questions to our page, our Eat, Live, and Be Healthy page, or to bring them to your health coach. Either one we'll be happy to address. And we're going to welcome all your feedback, especially on what you guys might want for future topics. And so I think we had said initially we were going to talk about a specific topic. We were going to call it Weekend Warrior. But in talking with a few of our leaders on the team, leading coaches, we decided that, you know what, that's starting to get a little deep into further along in the process. And we thought with our initial call and our launching call, it might be better to start with the fundamentals. Like, why are we doing this? Why is it important to have community? Why do you have a health coach? Why do we offer all this support? And why, and how can it make a difference for you? How can you plug in and how can it make a difference in your journey? So before I launch into real specifics, I'm going to ask Julie Apple. She's one of our executive directors who lives in Charlotte. And a lot of us as clients and coaches, we live in the Atlanta area, and Julie is in Charlotte. And so she, building community was something that as a personal trainer, she felt was very important. And I just want to get a little bit of feedback from you, Julie, on your excitement about this and why you think it's important.
Hey, everybody. Thanks, Dee. Yeah, I live in Charlotte, and I've actually grown up here. And I think I've seen a few of clients, some 704 numbers calling in. I think a few of you are in Charlotte. And as soon as I started about a year and a half ago, I had told Dee, I said, I've always been a community-focused person, and I want to make sure that people in Charlotte all feel connected. So I started planning events right out of the gate. I think within a few months, we had our first Charlotte event. Then we had another Charlotte event back in January. My aunt had flown in to come. She came from Ohio. We ended up having a snow day that affected that. But we have been able to have some great community time in Charlotte. And what I've seen from that is people get to know each other, and you get to link arms with others that are on the same journey, and you realize you're not just an island. And even though in Charlotte we may not have as many people in Atlanta as you clients and coaches, but we've been able to build our community here in Charlotte. And I think that's what I had told Dee. I said, I think it'd be awesome if we had our own Facebook group that everybody can chime in and encourage each other. And you realize I'm not the only one on this journey. There's a lot of people that are in the same exact place as me, struggling with the same things, celebrating the same things. So I've been super excited about our group, and I hope you guys are enjoying that, because I think it's just an added resource for encouragement and just sharing and growing together.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Julie, and thanks for being so instrumental in helping to create all of this. I'm sorry. I muted you.
Oh, I just said it's just been really fun, and I hope you guys are finding it helpful.
Yeah. So thank you guys for participating. Those of you guys that are on our Facebook page, we really created that, the Eat, Live, and Be Healthy page. We kind of did created that special group just probably 6-8 weeks ago, and really want it to be for you, driven by you as our clients. And we really want you to be transparent on there. We want to celebrate victories with you, but we also want you to use it for sharing your ideas for recipes and product usage. But more importantly, when you're struggling, when you need a hand, we want you to use that forum to reach out and help other people. Ask for help when you need it. And then we want you to do the same in return. If somebody has had a milestone or a victory, we want everybody to chime in and to congratulate them, to lift them. But equally as important, when they're struggling, to be able to offer some insight. And they have their personal health coach. We all have our personal health coach. but sometimes just hearing something phrased a different way, or hearing something that somebody that's right there beside you can make a tremendous difference. And I think a lot of you guys have already started to experience that. So thanks for that. And what I wanted to do was talk about the reasons that we have this optimal health community and the education and the support that we provide. The program is really three-pronged, and we've got this great weight loss program. We know about the 5 and 1, and I mean, it's the bomb, but it's a diet, and in and of itself, by itself, it is a diet, and we knew that, and that's why the company offers you a health coach for free and offers you all this additional support for free, because our studies show that you're going to be much more successful when you align with other people that can help you on your journey. Because a big part of this journey, it is not about sticking to the plan. It is not about the food. It's so much more about resetting our mindset and our orientation to really creating long-term health in our life, and rethinking the way we view things. And if we just come in at this, and many of us do, because we don't know any different, if we just come out in on this and just focus on the diet aspect of it, we're going to struggle. There's going to be a point or that in the journey that we struggle, and very likely during the process, and even more likely on the back end if we don't have that support once we reached our goal. So the couple of ways that you can plug in. Number one, congratulations again for being here. Congratulations for participating in the Facebook group. But your primary resource is your personal health coach, the person that introduced you to the program that you work with. And, I've been coaching a long time, over 5 years, and my experience has been a lot of times people are not so comfortable with that, or they only want to talk to their health coach when things are going well. And when things aren't going well, they might not answer the phone or might not return that call. And the real important thing is to build that relationship with your coach. Our goal is to take as little of your time as possible, 5 to 10 minutes a week. In everybody's best interest, it's best if that's a verbal phone call versus an email or text, because we just know that we just can't understand emotion when we're trying to put something in writing, and it becomes just much more procedural if it's in writing versus a human interaction conversation. So your health coach is there, not only to celebrate your victories that you're having, but to help point you in the right direction and give you some resources if you're struggling. We don't always have the answers. Your coach doesn't always have the answers, but we have a bazillion resources to bring you to that are going to help you recenter, regroup, and strategize to move forward. It doesn't always have to be all or nothing with our plan. We can help you work around vacations, special events, whatever it is, lean on us for that. So if you're not already in a weekly agreement with your health coach to have a communication with them, that would be a good takeaway, would be to talk to your coach and establish some kind of pattern that's going to work well for both of you. The company itself offers a lot of additional support. I'll post it on our page where you can find the information, but we have on Monday nights, there's a nurse's call. Tuesday nights, there's a physician's call. Wednesday nights, there's a habits of health call. Every other Thursday night, we're going to have this. We have a nutrition support area available to us to answer specific questions. And we even have a behavioral specialist on staff for more of those deeper rooted issues that might need some attention. So just know that there is a lot of people that are in your court that are here. We're really here to help you. And anytime your coach suggests something to you or reaches out to you, it's only with your best interest in mind. If we offer for you to, do a lesson in the workbook or whatever, it's only because we know it's going to bring you closer to your own self-realization of what's going on in your life or in your mind, that we can work through together to go on to that next step. The other piece of it is the education component. We've got our book and our workbook, and that's because we've just realized with the orientation of the fact that it's not just about the food, that this workbook is, and the book, they came in your kit, so dust them off if you haven't opened them, but they are a really, really great resource for starting to understand the body better, understanding how you're going to take this from the 5-in-1 program or whatever variation you're doing, how you're going to translate this into real life once you, and more grocery store foods once you get through your weight loss program. So we're really designed with the end in mind, and that's your long-term success. And I think everything else you've probably done before or that you see on the market, it's just the diet and the diet alone, and it's why so many people aren't successful. So, you know, that's why we have it all here for you, and we want you to take advantage of it. It might be baby steps at first, and we'll walk with you. We're going to walk at your pace, but plugging in. And the other thing I want to talk about just 1 second is that the books and the workbooks, I'll be the first to admit, they're dry. We are busy. I mean, a lot of us haven't been in school in a long time, and the thought of opening a book and reading a chapter, it just seems monumental. So one of the tools that we offer periodically throughout the year is online health games. And we're finishing up one now. A new one's going to start on June 11th, and we'll get you more details on that. But it's a way to kind of work this information and education into your daily life in about a 5 to 10 minute snippet per day. So be on the lookout for that. So that's really what I wanted to address today, just the importance of all this. And what I want to do is take about 2 minutes and have Vicki Black. Vicki is a client of mine. We started working together in January, and she's had quite the journey already, quite a shift in her orientation and her thought process, and has actually now decided, one thing I didn't talk about, one of the layers of support we have is if you ever decided to become a health coach, the extra accountability and success that it brings to us as clients. So Vicki, I'm going to unmute you, and if you'll just be totally honest and transparent and share your journey so far. We can't hear you. Is your audio on?
Hang on a second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought my headphones would work with the microphone, but I guess not. So yeah, thanks for asking me to talk. So when Dee was talking a few minutes ago about those clients who, when you avoid the phone calls and things like that, that was me. I joke with her all the time. I was probably her worst client. When I started the program, started really strong, went back to Ohio for a wedding and went off program while I was there. And then rather than connecting with Dee as soon as I got back and basically telling her, hey, you know, I went off program, helped me get back on, I just started avoiding her phone calls and and I didn't plug into the community, wasn't reading the any of the educational materials, nothing. And so kind of went, kind of disappeared there for about a month or so. Finally was frustrated with myself for doing that and got back in touch with Dee and kind of changed my whole mindset. Quit looking at it as a diet, because that's what I was doing before, was just looking at that one end of it, just the diet portion of it, and not the health coach, not the education portion. And since then, just kind of really dug into that, started working on the educational material, tying in with Dee on a very regular basis, and then actually choosing to become a health coach for 2 reasons. Number one, I was seeing a lot of success once I really got on board and was following the program the right way, and wanted to be able to share that with other people who've gone through the same struggles I have. But the second reason was a selfish one. It was, I knew that if I was coaching people, that kind of helps hold me accountable to be doing what I'm telling them about. So I'm almost at my 30 days. This weekend will be the end of my 30 days. And so really excited about that journey. And so if you're thinking about coaching and you're struggling at all with staying on track, I know for me, that's been a huge success. That's kind of helped me with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, you know, after, you know, you and I reconnected, and, you know, I was patient with you because this is part of the process, and I knew that. So I just kept calling you, you know, and coaches know, like, if you don't answer, we hope that you're just busy, but we kind of know that you might not be doing so well. And it's just human nature that sometimes we just don't want to uncover that stuff. That's what's going on. But when we reconnected and you got back on track, Vicki, you had a vacation planned, like really early on as you got back track. You want to talk about how that affected your decisions on vacation and your outcome?
Yeah, I was really worried because I had just started getting back on track and we were going to Disney for 5 days. And so it was kind of like, how am I going to actually go to Disney and stay on track and everything? Um, and actually went ahead as kind of just the catalyst to make me stay on track. I went ahead and signed up to be a health coach, I think the day before we left for Disney, or I had another thing I had to go to right before that. But because I knew that if I had already signed up to be a health coach, that I would have to stay on. And so, yeah, we were at Disney, and just my husband had started the plan as well at that point, and so we took our bars with us and ate our one lean and green. We picked a restaurant based on every night based on where we could stay on that, and had our little backpack with our bars the rest of the day. So.
And you lost weight when you came.
We both lost weight. Yes, we both came back and had lost weight while we were at Disney for a week. So
That's incredible. That's a great story. Well, thank you, Vicki. Thanks.
Sure.
So kind of what to expect moving forward. We're right at the 15-minute mark, so we did pretty darn good. Going forward, we're going to do these meetings on the first and the first and the third Thursday of each month. So mark your calendar for that. Each one, we're going to go deeper and deeper into some practical things. We'll talk about how do you handle a summer vacation, just all kinds of stuff that we're all facing, especially as we're entering into the busy summer months. We'll keep them short. We'll keep them relevant for you. And I did see that Dr. A is going to he's doing a webinar, a Habits of Health webinar on May 26th. It's a Tuesday evening, and we'll give you some more information about that. So that'll be posted. So I'll post this recording, and if you liked it or whatever, post your feedback, encourage some others that maybe didn't get on why they would want to come on next time. And we're going to roll right into, we do a Thursday night coaching call as well. And I know a lot of you guys have thought about coaching, or you have no idea what a health coach does or what that looks like. So I'm just going to keep the tape rolling, and you can stay on if you want. If you don't want to stay on, just on your lower right hand side of your screen, there's an option for you to leave the meeting. So feel free to just back out, if you're ready. But thank you guys so much for being on. Night. All right, so that was good. That was our first meeting. We had 26 participants on it. So that's a really good turnout. I'm excited about that, and we will post the recording on it. And I'm just gonna set my timer for this so we stay on track. And so tonight for the health coach portion, we focus so much on the first call with our clients about the importance of being integrated and the importance of really utilizing all the tools of our program for long-term success. And as health coaches, that's really our role, right? We have really two primary functions. Our functions are to work with individuals that are a match for our program, people that have made the decision they want to move forward with their health. It's our role to connect them with our program and to help move them forward and through their journey. And then for those that want to become a health coach, make that match and then help them through that journey as well. And whether we've got a lot of new coaches on the line, we've got some very experienced coaches on the line, but really, the best thing that we can do for our clients is number one, be integrated ourselves as far as being plugged in as health coaches. And I'm going to talk in a minute about what that looks like, and how Susan Gieslin's going to share with us a little bit about the benefits that she has experienced through that. But also, our real role is helping to guide our clients through their health journey. And I'll be the first to admit, 5 years ago when I came on, I probably coached around the 5-in-1 program the most. That was what my calls went around, and I didn't dive too deep into trying to connect my clients to the other resources that we had. We didn't have as many as we have now, so that's been a big plus. But I didn't, and I didn't because I knew my clients were busy. I felt a natural resistance to it, and over time, what I've learned is that what we offer is totally different than what most people are used to. And so our clients come into this with a totally different mindset and orientation than we have. And it's really our role to connect and guide them into what's going to help them for their best, for their long-term success. And I'll honestly say, I wish I could get my first 10 clients back, because I didn't coach them the same that I do now, And so, so just as I said with the clients, I would say, if you're not doing so already, or as you're acquiring your new clients, really posture and establish your coaching relationship with your clients from the beginning. Really let them know what you're there for, that, you're there for the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. And that when they don't feel like talking with you is probably the time they need to talk to you, and we never judge, there's never any judgment. We're just really looking to provide the resources that can move them forward. And, to do that, we want to connect our clients with our Facebook group, those that are active on social media. We want to direct them to the education materials, and not in a, lecture like, did you read lesson 1? That will be your assignment. For me, it's more like if somebody mentions they're struggling with sleeping, I'll say, wow, you know what? Dr. Anderson has a really, really good chapter on sleep in The Habits of Health. Have you ever looked at that yet? And if they haven't, then I'll say, you know what? I really encourage you to do that. And here's why, and how it can benefit them. So, so just taking what, we don't have all the answers. So taking whatever their issue is and then connecting them to what part of our system can help them, whether that's getting on a nurse's call if they're having any kind of medical questions or concerns, or connecting to our nutrition support area, whatever that might look like. So I think if we make that our priority with our clients, and we just keep modeling it and demonstrating it, they're going to have their best success, which is what our ultimate goal is. The other is what we do as coaches for being connected. And we're all really, really busy, and a lot of us are working other jobs, we're doing other things, and most of us had never owned our own business before. So it's not like somebody's breathing down our neck and telling us, what we have to do, or, that we have to be in our office at a certain time. So if we're not careful, it's really easy for other things to take priority. But staying connected, just like with our clients, and staying connected with like-minded individuals, doing so as a coach is going to make a big difference in your own personal health, but more importantly in being knowledgeable and connected on what's going on, to be able to guide your clients through what all of our offerings are, and then to help you develop your business, because we know that you came into this for a reason. There's obviously a need in your life that it fills, so we want to help you with that, and provide the guidance and support and mentorship to get you there. So as a new coach, I wanted to say that, or experienced coach, your number one resource is your business coach, which is typically your health coach. And at the beginning, the new coaches on the line, we work hip to hip with you at the beginning. It could be daily communications for the first few weeks as you get up and rolling, because we just want you to feel comfortable and guide you into our systems. We're a very systems driven business, and we're just going to connect you with the resources and systems you need to take each next step of your journey. But even beyond that, really encouraged to establish a weekly mentorship call with your business coach, with your health coach. That's a 20 to 30 minute call per week to just revisit your goals, revisit your progress, revisit where you are on a weekly basis, so that we don't ever start becoming frustrated or not seeing the outcomes that we want. Our business coach is there with another set of eyes on our business, and is there to help us with whether it's a skill we need, or an action we need, or a concept or something that's going on. We help you work through that. The other thing is we have a lot of resources for you guys, and sometimes it can be almost overwhelming. And I don't want you to think that you have to be plugged into everything all the time live. It's just, if you did that, you wouldn't spend your time actually talking to people and helping to coach people, which is exactly why we do this business. So majority of your time, I'd say 4/5 of your time is spent talking to your clients, talking to your pre-clients, the people that you want to share the word about this amazing program with. And then 1/5 of your time is spent on calls like this and the other resources we have available. And your coach can help you put your schedule together. This does not have to take much time at all in a given week to do all of this. But some of the priorities, this is what I would say, this is what has brought me to success, what I consider success, and what I know has driven other leaders to success. So here's my my takeaways for you. Dr. Anderson has a leadership call every Monday night at 9 p.m. And this is top leaders in our organization. Really, it's how you keep a pulse on what's going on as us as a company and what leaders are doing and how they're training their coaches to move forward. That call is live. I can post the information in our team health coach team page, but that call is live at 9. It's 30 minutes, 9 p.m. on Monday nights, or it is recorded. And I'm not really an evening person. I'm much more of a morning girl, so I listen to the call usually recorded, but I schedule it. So if you're going to wait and listen to the recording, put it on your schedule so that it actually happens. Because if you're not careful, the whole week will go by. I think we're all nodding our heads. We've all been there. And we're like, I never got to the call. So I have something on Tuesday mornings that's about a 30-minute drive. So I listen to it with my headset, my earpiece in, and I listen to it on that drive. So I'm somewhat multitasking at it. The second thing I would say would be this call. This is our new call. It's every other week. Thursdays at 8:30. This is going to be your most tactical, hands-on, systematic driven call. So this would be it. It's going to be short and sweet and to the point. Tuesday nights, optional but encouraged. Susan Pallas, our global director, has a Tuesday night health coach call at 8:30 p.m. This is a much larger group of coaches within our organization, and this is where we welcome most of everybody here was welcomed into that group. It's where we celebrate when our coaches are helping new people and reaching new rankings in the company, and it's really great for very high level, overall and inspirational training, knowledge, and things that are going to move you forward with your business. So that's a great one as well. The company offers occasionally national webinars, and these are tools that we can use not only for ourselves but to bring our clients to, or our pre-clients, people we're talking to that we think would benefit from hearing about the program. And I am a #1 proponent of using these tools and really letting the people ahead of us who have walked the road ahead of us really share with our clients and share their stories and whatever, or pre-clients. And to give you a heads up around that, I think I got my dates wrong on when I said on the call the call we just had, May 26th, which is Tuesday night, is a trilogy call. And this is a call that you can invite people you've spoken to. Maybe they're not so sure if they want to do the program yet. This is a call that will be held by one of our presidential directors, and they'll be covering the program itself, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances, as well as stories related to all of those. Very, very powerful, and we'll get you the details. And then it's May 31st that Dr. A is doing a Habits of Health webinar, and that's really encouraged for our clients to attend. So use these as additional resources to plug individuals in. There's going to be an executive director boot camp. That's going to be a 5-week series that's going to start on June 4th, and Saturday mornings we'll get you more information about that. And then anytime there is a local event, I know that Julie talked about having them in Charlotte. We have them in the Atlanta area about every 60 to 90 days. I highly encourage you to attend. Bring your clients with you, your candidates with you. Our next one is in Atlanta on Sunday, June 12th. And this is a client-driven event, really there to celebrate our clients and more about the program. And we'll we'll post more information about that. And then the other thing is national events, events that our company organizes that you qualify for. These are things like our national convention, executive director and above have Go Global, and there's even another one at Sundance for national director and above. My experience has been any event you qualify for in which you can participate, I highly encourage you to attend. It's really where you can get the big picture and the most highest level training. I consider it Take Shape for Life University. I already see a lot of you guys on this line are already registered for convention, which is in July, and it's just right around the corner. And the reason I'm bringing it up is that we are down. The last word on Monday was that there was only 400 spots out of 3,700, only 400 remaining. So if it's something that's on your radar, I would encourage you to talk to your business coach about it further, because we have a whole lot of fun. It's a university, but we have a whole lot of fun there. We get together as individuals. There's always fun networking events and happy hours and things like that. They're a lot of fun. And I wanted to kind of finish with Susan Giesland sharing. Susan came into the business and qualified for one of our higher level events almost immediately and had to make a really quick decision about attending, and just wanted to share about that experience and over the past 2 years, her involvement and how it's made a difference for her. I can unmute you, Susan.
Okay. Let me know if you, oh, good. I'm unmuted.
Yeah.
I like that little thing. So hi, I started 2 years ago, and about 2 months, I think, after I got my health coach kit, I became ED. And I was talking with Dee about it the other day, and she's like, "You're executive director." And I'm like, "Is that good?" I had no idea. I mean, I really didn't. I just was having fun sharing the program because I was so excited. I'm still excited. But I qualified to go to Go Global, which was in Austin, Texas, ironically enough. And I don't even know if I thought about it longer than 5 seconds. And I decided, yes, this is what I wanted to do. I talked to my husband, booked my flight, booked my hotel, and bought the ticket and went. And, you know, I'd been to some of the local events, which was great. And then when I went to the Go Global, it was at such an amazing level to see so many different coaches from all over the country, and to get to know them and talk about their story and share information. I saw such a big picture. I saw such a big picture. Yes, I did have a good roommate, Vicki, of what this company offers us in so many formats in so many ways. And so I was very excited then to go to National Convention, and which is, I'd highly recommend going to that, because you see what our company is on the cusp of becoming. And if you listen to the leadership calls, you're hearing that too. But one of the things I really like is being able to spend that kind of quality time with our mentors. I got to know my mentors, Susan Pallas and Ron Geltz, and we sit and talk with Dan Bell and Dr. A, and you know, you don't get that in any other place but these events, really, truly. So I highly recommend, if you're not sure, go. Just go. Live on the faith of your business coach that's telling you to go, because they're not going to steer you wrong. So I highly recommend going, because I've never been steered wrong by my business coach ever.
Good, good. And then you've continued to, you know, plug into the weekly calls. You're very consistent about being on the weekly calls. What does that do for you, like mentally, your mental orientation around your business, and then what you see in your results in your business?
I find it's fuel. I find it as fuel, because sometimes when we're coaches, we can get caught up in the minutia. We can get caught up in our own little world. But when we get together as coaches and we can talk to one another, or we listen to the training, or we're just together, there's nothing like being with a group of like-minded individuals who are happy, who have the same purpose and the same drive. And so I find those to be they're very restorative, really, truly. When I'm down, am I doing the right thing? Am I blah, blah, blah? And then I'm with a bunch of the other coaches, I'm restored. So that's how I find them to be, not just, of course, informative and helpful in different techniques and all of that to build my business, but just in the fueling of being with each other is just, it's priceless.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think that, you know, there's so many parallels with our coaching and with our clients on their journey, you know, and us in our coaching journey. And you know, that we just talked about the fact and the value of when our clients, you know, when we help them integrate and be plugged into our full system, that's when we see the results. That's the power. And it's that community and support and education. It's not just about, you know, logistics and action. And it's the same thing, you know, for us as coaches. It just works exactly the same way. So I hope you guys got some good takeaways from this. Again, we're in the development stages, so this is for you. And you know, we'll be looking for your involvement along the way, and appreciate your input and suggestions for future, you know, topics that are relevant to you, that you will help you move your business forward and be able to better serve your clients. So thank you for being on, and I'll see you in 2 weeks, same time. Thanks, you guys.